Michelle here with another video for you. I have my little co-star here, Jacob. I thought that we would film a 4-month-old update for you guys. Jacob was born on November 30th of last year. He just turned 4 months at the end of March. So he is a fresh 4-month-old. So I would just kind of talk about some things here that he's been going through, milestones that he's reached, milestones that he hasn't yet reached, and again, just the normal disclaimer, I am not a pediatrician. Please do not compare or fret if your kiddo is not right on track with mine. Again, like I said, he's behind in some milestones himself. Just kind of filming this for fun, and also just maybe give some new moms like a little bit of insight as to what to possibly expect with their kiddo. But again, if your kiddo isn't where mine is, please don't worry, don't compare. Always go with the advice of your pediatrician. All right, so let's get started. So this is Mr. Jacob here. He is currently only formula fed. He is currently taking Inspire Enfamil, the Gentle Ease, the one in the purple canister. So that is the formula that he is eating. He takes about 4 to 6 ounces every 3 hours. So the doctor, when we went to the doctor last, he was weighing just over 12 pounds. She said that he could use to be a little chunkier and he could use to be eating more in the 5 to 6 ounce range rather than the 4 ounce range. So he can finish a 4 ounce bottle fairly quickly, and then it seems like he's kind of hungry, but then he doesn't really cry. If we give him a little more, he might eat like 4.5 to 5 ounces, but it's really rare. Well, not really rare. He usually at the end of the day will do like maybe 1 to 2 6-ounce bottles, but for the most part, he's on average eating about 5-ounce bottles. Total, I think I want to say he's getting about 30 ounces, and that's about where she wants him to be. She would like him to get to about 32 ounces a day. He doesn't really spit up too much. He's starting to spit up now more than he used to, but he doesn't spit up a lot, and the Gentle Ease is supposed to kind of help with that. So I've really had good luck. All of my boys have eventually at one point in their little lives been on the Inspire formula. Nicholas did just the regular Inspire in the blue canister, and then Christian and Jacob have both been on the Inspire Gentle Ease. We really like it. I feel like it's a little pricier, but not as pricey as the super crazy high-end like $80-$90 like formulas that you can find. So and then you can get coupons. I think Target kind of offers like a deal every once in a while, like if you buy 2 you can save like $5 or something like that. Yeah, that is about it as far as the feeds go. He will still eat a bottle every day at 5:30, and it's usually like a 4-ouncer, and then he has another 4-ounce bottle around 6:45 p.m. right before he goes to bed. So other milestones, keeping his head up. So when we went to the pediatrician last month, she wasn't completely satisfied with his head control. So she advised us to not start solids, even though at 4 months he should be starting solids. So we have to go see her at the end of this month just to check his head control and make sure that he's ready for solids and make sure that he's gaining weight appropriately. He was born at like, I want to say he was 7 pounds or so. He was my biggest baby, but he really wasn't that big. Anywho, she's always been pretty cautious in having us go in every month just for like a weight check for him, just to make sure that he's progressing fine. He's always kind of been, he looks big to us, but he's kind of a pipsqueak compared to the grand scheme of things. So anyways, he does seem to have better head control. Honestly, you guys, he hates tummy time so much. I mean, we try our best to get him on his belly as much as we can. To be perfectly honest, we probably don't do it as much as we should, and it is something that I really need to be better about and work on, because really that's just kind of like a lame excuse, but it's true. It's just, you know, he wakes up, he's usually fairly fussy, he wants to be fed, and then he'll eat, and then you know, we can't really put him on his tummy for like a good like 45 minutes afterwards, and then by that time it's like time for him to go back down for another nap. So I just need to figure out my life a little bit better to get him more tummy time, because obviously, honestly guys, it's like a lame excuse. Like I need to just do better. So his head control is a lot better. I'm hoping that when we go back she'll be satisfied and that we can start some solids with him. So other milestones that he's reached, he is smiling, he's laughing, he's very giggly and very playful. He's so, I mean, I know I'm probably a little bit biased, but he's so cute. Every time we make eye contact with him and kind of call his name and smile at him, he'll smile and even kind of give us like a sweet little giggle back. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. He definitely looks for our voices when we come into a room. He's very awake, very, very alert. Jacob is usually up for about, I would say about an hour and 15 to an hour and a half for like his wake cycle. And then we usually put him down at that hour 15, hour 30 mark. He does not nap well. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. He does not. He probably takes, on average, he'll take like 30-minute naps, 45. And then he usually gives us one good solid nap in the afternoon that lasts about, I would say, 2 hours, maybe even 3. Otherwise, he is not a very good napper, you guys. He's just never been a good napper. I was hoping, and I still hope, that as he gets a little older that his naps will get better. But at this point, I mean, it is what it is. We did do some light sleep training with him when he was about 2 months, and I know some people cringe at that. You know, they think that baby shouldn't be sleep trained until they're 4 months plus. We didn't go crazy. He was not by any means like left in his room or crib crying for hours upon end. It was not like that, I assure you. There was some crying involved, but we were constantly monitoring him, constantly checking on him. Like it did help because he is now 4 months old, and probably about the 3-month mark he was sleeping through the night. So he will go down at 6:45 to 7 o'clock, and he wakes up between 6 and 7:30 in the morning. I'm very, very happy. I'm very thrilled with that. We use Taking Cara Babies. It's Taking Cara, C-A-R-A, her name, and then babies.com. That's who we follow and whose regimen we follow, and it worked with all 3 of our kiddos. I discovered her when I was about 4 to 5 months postpartum with Nicholas. And oh my goodness, you guys, he was my first baby. I was so exhausted. He was always crying, it seemed like. He was not sleeping through the night. I was a freaking mess, and of course I like would refuse to ask for help. I would not ask for help. People would call me, my mom especially, you know, my mother-in-law, you know, how are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Meanwhile, I'm just like so anyways, that's a whole nother story in itself. Found her, we took her Will I Ever Sleep Again sleep training course for like 4 months plus, and it seriously, within like a week, you guys, he was sleeping on his own through the night. So I want to say maybe at about like the 5-month mark or so, he was solid sleeping through the night, like just an awesome sleeper, awesome napper. And then we implemented some of those same things with Christian, like again, not going hardcore sleep training day 1 out of the womb, but just trying to get that bedtime routine going. You know, like at bedtime we turn on the lights, we do a little lotion massage, we put on our owlet sock, put on our PJs, you know, just kind of setting the mood, setting the tone to give them the cues that it is bedtime and time for sleep. So I try to do those things like right out of the womb. Those things I do. Sleep training, I wait a little bit longer. But with Christian, he was honestly just like the easiest baby, you guys. I got lucky with him. And he was sleeping through the night on his own, probably at about 5 or 6 weeks. He would only wake up one time, like at 5 in the morning for a feed, and then he would go back to sleep until about like 7 or 8. It was crazy. And this little guy is probably just a normal babe, but yeah, it took him a little bit to get on the sleep train bus. So I feel like we're finally there. We're in a good place. Naps could be better, but I will take short naps and sleeping through the night over anything. So I'm good with it. But anyways, you guys should totally check her out. She is so awesome. She has like I think she has 3 or 4 different like classes that you can take. They're not very expensive, and honestly, you guys, like, just to be able to sleep through the night and have some sanity and have your kiddo, like, it's not even just about you, you know. I'm not trying to sound selfish or anything like that. It's just, first of all, you need sleep to function. You do. And secondly, your kiddo, like, they're a better person. They're in a better mood, you know, if they're sleeping through the night appropriately. So it's good for everybody involved. So I highly, highly recommend her. She has a website, she has an Instagram page, and then even on her website and her Instagram page, she has like a little blog area where they talk about just all the other things that go on in newborn / baby sleep. She goes all the way up until toddlers. But anyway, she talks about, you know, like daylight savings time, you know, transitioning out of a swaddle, vacationing, sleeping when you're sick, you know, like when the baby's sick, like things that you can do to try to like not mess up their sleep schedule or what have you. Car naps, just almost everything that you can think of. She has it. Room sharing, like everything. She's awesome. Please go check her out if you guys are struggling with sleep with your baby. So that's about it as far as sleep goes. We do use the Owlet sock for him. We have the older generation because we got it with Nicholas, and Nicholas is almost gonna be 4 years old, but it's still going strong. I did have to get a replacement sock covering thing because it was getting a little tarnished. It was stinky, and I think it had a hole in it. So I'm like, maybe we should get another one. So we did do that. I love it. It gives you peace of mind. It connects to your phone. It has an app. I can check on Jakey Jake all throughout the night. We do a sleep sack because he is rolling from side to side. He's really trying to roll over, you guys. Like, he's almost there. I think probably by the end of the month, he's going to be rolling like all the way over. He grabs at things. He's smiling. I feel like he's doing pretty good as far as head control. I have a little bit of like dry skin or like baby acne right here. We have been using the Tubby Todd ointment. Let me see if let me get it for you so I can show you guys. I really like it. We've been using it for a while now. Feel like if I used it a little bit more consistently, this is it right here. Let me see if it'll focus. There we go. So I feel like if we used it a little bit more consistently, I'd see better results. But honestly, I use it after he takes a bath, and I usually give him a bath every other day. So I honestly put that on probably every other day. I try to remember to put it on every day, but I don't. I'm just being honest. I do not. He does have a little bit of cradle cap. It's just like right here. So we've been doing like some coconut oil on it. That kind of sit for a little bit, and then on the bath days, and then we take him for a bath. I have like this little, it's from the same person that does like the nose, I think, oh, it's the Frida moms, because it's the same person that does like the nose Frida and stuff. So she has like a scrubby cradle cap brush thing, and in the shower or in the bath, I'll just kind of scrub his head gently and get some of the crusties off. It's not really bad, but it's there. He is in size 3 to 6 month clothing, like 3 to 6/6. He's no longer in like just plain 3-month clothing. He really doesn't fit in those. He can probably squeeze into a few outfits, but honestly, it's like, what's the point? So this is a 3 to 6 month, and then I think the bottoms are 3 to 6 month as well. He is drooling like a mofo. I don't see like any teeth coming in or anything like that, but he is drooling like crazy, and he loves to make little spit bubbles. So this guy's wearing his bandana bibs all day, every day, obviously, except for naps. So I think that's really it, you guys, as far as like his 4-month-old update. I mean, you know, there's not too much going on. I mean, he's just kind of, overall his demeanor, it's like the happiest baby that we've had. Nicholas was just, because he was our first. Christian was definitely the most chill, and he is our happy boy, because all he does is smile and laugh and love life, except for right now. But anyways, I think that's really it as far as an update for Jakey Jake. I will be sure to film like either a 5, maybe a 6-month update just to make sure that there's like enough content for like a whole video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Jacob is really asking, can you please give us a thumbs up? Please subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, especially if you want to see more cute little photos of my handsome guy. And again, like this video, subscribe, please subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Thank you guys. Have a good day.